Have you ever felt lost, trapped in a sea of pain that you don't know how to overcome? That pain that seems to consume you, that pulls you down, and doesn't let you breathe. Today, I want to talk to you about something that we all face at some point in our lives: moments of pain. And I'm not just talking about physical pain, but about that deep emotional pain that wounds us at the very core of our soul. In this video, I want to share some ideas on how to overcome those difficult moments. Because I know that right now you might feel like everything is dark, like there's no way out. But let me tell you something, there is a way, and that way passes through you, through your inner strength. In the next few minutes, I want you to take a breath, allow yourself to feel, and reflect on how we can go through pain in a way that doesn't destroy us, but strengthens us. Let's walk together on this journey toward healing. Pain, that shadow that accompanies us. It happens to all of us. No one is exempt. At some point in our lives, we've all experienced that pain so intense that it feels like we can't bear it. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, heartbreak, deep disappointment, or even not having met our own expectations. Pain is something that touches us one way or another, and although we can't always avoid it, we can learn to manage it. When we go through a painful moment, there's a sense of helplessness, of not knowing where to begin. Sometimes, we struggle to find the strength to rise. We feel broken, like we're being dragged by an unstoppable current. But I'll say it again, yes, it can be overcome. And not only that, pain, when faced with courage, can become a powerful tool for personal growth. But how do we do it? How can we transform that pain into something that not only makes us stronger, but helps us move towards a fuller life? Step 1. Accept the pain. It seems simple, but accepting pain is one of the hardest steps. Often, our first reaction to suffering is to deny it. I'm not that bad, it's okay, I'll get over it, it's just a phase. We tell ourselves that everything will be fine, and somehow, we try to escape that pain. But what if I told you that the key to overcoming pain is in accepting it? Accepting it doesn't mean giving up or resigning ourselves to live in suffering. Accepting pain is recognizing that you're going through a difficult experience, that it hurts, and that's okay. Pain is part of life, and instead of running from it, we can learn to coexist with it. Once we accept what we're feeling, we can start to understand why we're feeling what we're feeling. Pain brings us lessons, teaches us about ourselves. When we accept it, we stop fighting it and begin to heal. Step 2. Give yourself permission to feel. When we're in the middle of pain, we often impose an unwritten rule that we shouldn't show weakness, that we must keep moving as if nothing's wrong. We think that if we show our sadness, if we cry or express our anguish, we'll be judged or simply misunderstood. But I'm going to tell you something very important. Feeling is human. Crying is not a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it's a sign of bravery. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. If you're sad, feel the sadness. If you're angry, feel the anger. If you're scared, let the fear flow inside you. Only when you give yourself permission to feel what you're truly experiencing, can you really begin to heal. The most beautiful thing about allowing yourself to feel is that when we don't suppress our emotions, they eventually dissipate. Because every feeling has a cycle, and when we let it flow, there comes a point when the storm calms. Step 3. Find a purpose in the pain. Pain, no matter how intense, doesn't have to be useless. What happens is that, when we're in the middle of suffering, all we want is for it to end. But in that process, we often forget one of the most powerful truths that exists. Pain can teach us something. Think for a moment about the people you admire the most. The leaders, the artists, the athletes, all those who've achieved something meaningful in life. I assure you that all of them have gone through moments of pain. But what makes them different is that they found in their suffering an opportunity for growth. What would you learn if you looked at your pain from that perspective? Instead of asking yourself, "Why is this happening to me?" ask yourself, "What lesson is here for me?" This shift in mentality doesn't make the pain disappear, but it does make it more bearable, because it allows you to see that even in the most difficult circumstances, there is an opportunity for growth. You are not alone in your pain. Pain can bring you closer to others. It can teach you to be more compassionate, stronger, and wiser. It can make you a better version of yourself if you are brave and open your heart to the lessons it comes to teach you. Step 4. Seek support. It's important to remember that we are not made to face pain alone. Sometimes, we try to be strong and think we can handle everything, but the reality is that sharing our pain with others can be one of the most powerful ways to heal. Seek support. Talk to a friend, a family member, or even a professional. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. In community, in hugs, in words of encouragement, we can find the strength to keep going. Pain doesn't have to be a solitary journey. There are people who have gone through what you're living, and they can offer wisdom, comfort, and understanding. Sharing the weight of your pain with someone can make it feel lighter. You don't have to carry it alone. Step 5. Never lose hope. Finally, although pain may seem endless, I want you to remember something very important. Life goes on. Pain doesn't last forever. Hope is what keeps us moving forward. Things will change. What hurts today will not define your future. There are gray days, but behind the clouds, the sun always comes out. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that pain is just a stage, not your final destination. Now, I want to leave you with a reflection. How do you choose to see your pain? Are you going to let it destroy you, or are you going to use it as a tool to grow, to learn, to come back stronger than ever? Remember, what matters is not what happens to us, but what we do with what happens to us. May God bless you today and always. Amen.